My name is Brianna Dawkins, and what I'm going to be doing for you is something super cool. Actually, I hope that you think it's super cool because I think it's super cool. But what we're going to do is we're going to prepare those of you out there who are beginners. Those of you out there who are beginners and you are trying to live healthy lifestyles, and let's say that you get a membership at Planet Fitness. Why not, right? $10 a month, $20 a month, travel all over the world and still be able to work out. Like, who wouldn't want that? But I know that sometimes when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle and working out and lifting and doing cardio, like, there's so much information out there and we're almost like oversaturated with so many different opinions, options, choices, that it becomes hard to kind of know, well, where do I really start? And so what I want to do for you is I'm going to show you a couple exercises that you can do to get started. Not only that, but we're going to also go over the machines at Planet Fitness. For those of you who go to, the elliptical, or you get on the treadmill because you're like, okay, at least I know how to press start and press stop. Sometimes it's not that you don't want to try the machines, you just want to be confident and feel confident while you're on it. And I get that. I mean, who wants to try to figure something out when you go into the gym, it kind of feels like you should already kind of know? But that's not true. I want you to know that you should be encouraged, empowered, and motivated, that it doesn't matter where you start and what you know and what you don't know. Just know that as long as you go and give it your all, you're doing a great job. But in order for you to have the tools to be able to feel confident, I'm gonna go over a couple of those exercises so that you can kind of have an idea of how to adjust the seat. So I'll show you kind of when you first get to the machine, there's like a little dial that will show you that you can adjust your weight. So that you know kind of like where you want to start. I'm going to do another video and attach it to this one. I'll put it in the comments below where you can actually find out, well, how do you know even where to start with the weight? And so I'll help you with that as well. But for this one specifically, we're going to be talking about the adductor and the abductor machine. That's going to work on the outside of your legs as well as the inside of your legs. So we'll go into a little bit more depth of what that looks like when you go and look at these videos that I show you. I'll show you how to adjust the weight, how to adjust the seat. Once you adjust the seat, you sit in it. I'll show you how you sit on the machine and how your reps should be. While we go through the videos, also walk you through what it's like while you're on the machine. What muscles should you feel while you're on the machine, and what muscle-mind connection should you have on each rep? So join me on this journey. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm excited for your journey. So let's roll. This is the hip abduction machine. On this machine, you're going to be able to work out the outer part of your legs, specifically like your upper glute. Once you first get on the machine, you're going to first adjust the dial. The top yellow little knob is for you to adjust your weight in increments. And so when you are adjusting your weight in increments, you can literally just turn the knob and it'll go up 5 extra pounds or 10 extra pounds, so that you don't have to jump from 85 to 100, for example. It gives you the option to go in between the weights. And then you also want to adjust the actual knob, but you want to set your weight before you sit down, so that you can actually move that little notch. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to come around and adjust your little knob underneath your seat all the way out so that you can get in the machine. Then once you sit down, you're going to readjust it. Some of the machines allow you to regulate the knob to 1, but some others make you stay at 2. So either way, your legs will be close enough in order for you to abduct. So then you're going to go into the movement. when you are doing an abduction, for this example, you are sitting all the way back on the seat, and as you widen your legs, you're gonna hold it for 1 second and then allow your legs to come right back. I'm showing you another variation right here where you can sit upright. For whatever reason, my body doesn't like how this feels. This machine doesn't necessarily give you an option to adjust the back seat on this particular machine. So it's better for my body to sit upright. I feel it more in my side glute once I do. So make sure that you're doing it in that route and you will see success. Now I'm gonna show you the second way that you can do this exercise. Is all you need to do is get a band. You can get these bands from Amazon, you can get them from online. There's actually a lot of places you can find these, but you just want to put it above your knees. Then you're going to grab the top part of the machine. But again, before you start doing the movement, you want to adjust your weight, and you want to be a little bit heavier in your weight for this one because you actually have to allow your butt to come off the seat while you're doing your reps. But yeah, you just kind of do the same thing. One pause on the outside, continue to bring your legs together, and then allow them to come back out as far as you can. And that is your abduction. Ooh, ooh. Now we're on the adductor, which is gonna work on the inner part of your legs. And on this one, again, I'm gonna adjust that knob. You don't have to change it. You can keep it at 0. I just want you to be aware that it's there. And then you wanna make sure that you adjust your weight. After you adjust your weight, come on around to the side, lift up the little lever. On this one, you wanna bring it all the way together. That's gonna help you step over it and find an easier placement on the machine. After you get on the machine, you don't necessarily have to, on these machines and in our location, you don't have to move the knob again. You can just separate your legs and you'll hear a click, click, click. Once you do, then you can go ahead and start your reps. So on your reps here, you're literally just squeezing your legs together and then allowing them to come out. I'm showing you a second variation here where you bring your legs a little bit closer together and you literally just pulse it out. When you pulse it out, you're just literally having shorter ranges of motion. So instead of coming all the way as wide as you were, you just kind of stay closer together, and it gives you more of an inner thigh burn in order to switch it up a bit, you know. So that's kind of how you do that one. Another side note and a side tip for both of these machines, the abductor and the adductor, and any of the machines at Planet Fitness that have a plate that you adjusted your weight for, you want to make sure that while you are doing the exercise on the machine that you leave space for the weights not to clang each time that you do a rep. Because when you do, you're taking the pressure off of like the muscle tension. So when you allow it to clang or rest, then you're resting in between each rep, and you don't want to rest in between each rep. Because remember, you're trying to make it the whole, for example, 10 reps before you take a rest. So you don't want to like do the rep where you're adducting or abducting and then rest, because you allow your legs to come together and the weight plates hit each other. Instead, you want to leave about this much space in between your plate. Depending on the exercise and depending on the machine you're on, it will determine if you are like going outwards or inwards or pushing or pulling. But regardless of what machine you're on, just make sure that you leave about that much space in between the plate while you're working on that machine, so that you don't hear that clang, clang, clang every time, because it makes you and it forces you to have more control over your movement instead of just going, and then it's like, what's happening? Because then it just makes it harder for you to be in control, and you want to be in control of your body so that you know that you're utilizing the right muscle. So the last thing that I want to talk to you about both of those exercises is for the abductor. You want to feel it where I showed you in the video on the outside top, like part of your legs. I won't say the scientific terms, it doesn't really matter, you know. You just really want to feel it on that glute area, like back there. You want to feel a nice burn, and that's where you want it. So while you're doing your reps, you want to mentally connect to that part of your body so that you're utilizing that part of your body to get the movement done. For some people, if you do not if you do not mentally connect to the muscle, sometimes what happens is that your body tries to overcompensate. So it'll still get the movement done, but sometimes that you'll end up using a muscle that you don't necessarily want to use, and it will hinder the progress in a certain area that you're trying to develop, strengthen, and grow. So mentally connect to that muscle. The other thing that you want to do is for the adductor is the inside part of your legs. You want to connect to the inside part of your legs while you are doing that movement. And on each rep, you want to make sure that you're mentally focusing on using that muscle. And be empowered, because I'm telling you, you're going to be so like beastie in the gym. You're going to have so much confidence and courage, and I just want you to be empowered that you have everything that you need to be successful. So lastly, I'm gonna give you this little template here. This is a template that shows you what you can do for the abductor and adductor. So let's say that you go into the gym and you're like, I don't know how many times I should do this or whatever. This is an idea of where to start for you beginners out there who have never really been on a structural plan. This is kind of a quick little circuit that you can do, that if you are looking to, you know, just get stronger and have more endurance and strength, it's going to help you in that area. So I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. If you want to see any other particular machines, please drop them down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, please like it, and all the great things that you can do. All right, I'll see you next time.